they'll think it's football. And have you had that? You know, most times people think that the first love for every guy is always football. Did something like that happen to you?
No, actually, my first love is volleyball.
Okay.
I grew up in police college, and the volleyball court is next to the basketball court. So once we're through with this, we move to the other one. That's how I got my interest in the game.
Football wasn't in the picture?
No. As a child, we all played football, but it wasn't my thing.
Okay, well, it is a rare bit. But another question most people have, told her to ask you is, how motivated are you? Nigeria is not going to be at the FIBA Basketball World Cup, but as a referee, you're going to be there. So, does it take anything away from there, or you just go there, be professional as usual?
The thing is, I'm going there as a neutral referee.
Okay.
So it has nothing to do, even if Nigeria is there, and I'm giving a Nigerian game, I'm there as a neutral referee. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get to basketball issues. We'll come back to the FIBA World Cup as time goes on. But Femi, let me start with you. Let's talk about the Egyptians. You've said a lot about them, and now they're in the news for the right reasons. Let's talk about them winning the FIBA Africa Under-18 championship, defeating Tunisia. I mean, they really came good this time.
Yeah, it's an all-northern affair, for that one. And of course, it was expected because the Tunisians came out smoking. Yeah. And I know I talked about the Egyptians. They have that program that's been working for them. If you look at them, they made it to the World Cup with a relatively young side, one of the youngest sides, at the Nations Cup. You look at them too. They are presently at under 17 too. That's a young crop of guys who will be in this competition next year. And they did it in style, 80-69. That's how they did it. This is their fifth style to Remy. And it's going to be the third one in 6 years. It shows the program that is working and is making progress. And if you look at those boys, totally young boys.
That's why you're not surprised with what they're doing at the senior level. All right, let's move on. Before we came on, and you give us the results for the FIBA World Cup. It's currently going on for the well, should I say men or boys? But anyway, FIBA Under-17 World Championship, and these are the results. United States defeating China 113-71. Canada losing to Serbia 64 points to 71. Australia defeating Puerto Rico 76-54. Of course, France losing to Spain. But let me ask Kingsley, looking at these results, did anyone come off as odd?
No, not actually.
The results were expected?
Yeah. These are the top teams in the world. And teams that have programs, that is the result you see.
And it's showing. Femi?
Yeah, well, I was particularly surprised about Canada losing to Serbia. Canada started this competition with a very promising side, and they have a Nigerian too in that rank. So they were doing well, and if you look at the way they qualified ahead of Serbia in the same group. So I thought they would have won that. But the one I actually looked forward to seeing was France against Spain, because it was a repeat of the Euro semi-finals.
I thought the Chinese would give up.
They look at who they're playing. They're playing the defending champions, the two-time defending champions. There's no way they could have beaten.
I expected them to give a fight, but it just wasn't. It didn't come off.
You need to see the gap in experience. Yes, those guys are pretty young, but if you look at the program of the Americans, you can't take it away from them. They prepare well. High school kids play close to 50-60 games, in a year.
Yeah, they are well drilled.
So they are well trained and well drilled. So they're expected to even defend the title, nothing less.
Okay. All right. Let's move on and talk about the big one, and that's the FIBA World Cup that's going to be held in Spain, and it's 15 days to go. And of course, we're eager, we're anxious. The wait continues. But let me talk to Kingsley. You looked at those teams that won the quarterfinal matches, and let's talk about the senior level now. You said those teams have programs, and looking at the FIBA World Cup, would you still expect those teams to be the ones grabbing the headlines?
You don't tend to see miracles happening at that top level.
Okay.
It's all about the program. And I learned the first American team never called a timeout in their and the other game. They never called a timeout throughout the game. They didn't need to. It's all about the program. They know what to do. They are drilled, they are trained, they are experienced. So they just go out there and do what they do best.
All right, Femi, 15. News from Team USA. Last time was Paul George.
Yeah, now it's Kevin Durant, the MVP of the most valuable player of the NBA. Currently, he has pulled out of the team. He said he's mentally fatigued and physically tired of the season. Actually, yes, he has a point there, because he has only missed 5 games in about 5 seasons that he has played. So he has a point, but he's been replaced by Rudy Gay, a man who moved from Toronto to Sacramento Kings. He's one of the top scorers in the NBA, and he was also part of the team, who went on to win, at the 2010, World Championships, although he missed, the Olympic Games. So he knows the Team America system. So he's a good fit, but you can't compare him with what a Kevin Durant will give you any day, anytime. So let's just see how it goes.
Okay.
They have 16. They are still going to prone down to 12 at the end of the day. So let's see who goes out and who remains. At the end of the
Let me
day.
come to Kingsley. Those high-profile injuries, do you see it affecting Team USA? Like Femi would say, the United States will come to any tournament, you would bet your money that they would win. But these injuries coming one after the other, some withdrawals here, injuries there, is it going to affect Team USA?
Well, the replacement is as equal as the person on the floor. So we don't see anything new coming out of that. The injuries will not affect them. It won't.
All right, Femi, we're going to talk about the Naismith, the prestigious Naismith trophy coming to Senegal. I don't know.
Yeah, it's actually going to be in South Africa. Currently, it's going to be the first time it's going to be coming
down
since the World Championship have been on. But it's good because we're having the maiden World Cup and the trophy's coming to Africa for the first time. So it's pretty exciting. Also, there will be a couple of games, even an NBA game. Some NBA stars will come, to South Africa to come and play some games. So it's nice that we're having this, in preparation for the World Cup. So it's just trying to bring Africa, to the awareness that, hey, the World Cup is on. It's not just all about football World Cup, then everywhere goes gaga. Now it's basketball time. Let's everybody gather together, sit in front of their screens, and support the 3 African teams that will be flying our flags.
All right, I want to close this segment, but Kingsley, as a referee, quickly talk about basketball in Nigeria, what you've seen compared with international standards.
It needs improvement, though.
Okay.
It has to do with programs, just like we said concerning the American and the European teams. So we need to allow our programs work. It's not a day's thing. Okay. And government really needs to
step up.
Yeah.
All right, Femi, you wanted to say something?
Yeah. Of course, we all knew we're going to Spain. And I just wanted to ask this. I know you're allotted to be in Group D, which will feature Angola, Australia, Korea, Lithuania, Mexico, and Slovenia. So I was wondering which African team, out of the 3 African teams in Senegal, Angola, and Egypt, you think will go farthest, and do us a surprise?
The Angolans will go farthest.
Okay.
Because they're in their center?
No, because I've seen them play over time. They have the experience. They've been in that stage a couple of times.
All right. Okay.
It gets better.
I think I agree with you as well. I think the Angolans will do us proud. I'm not saying they'll go all the way, but I think they will do us proud. Kingsley, I really want to thank you for your time on the show. It's been a pleasure having you. And Femi as well. I will need to allow you to go and rest. And of course, we'll go on a break. When we'll come back, we'll bring Olumide Oyedeji on set. Is here with us, and we'll be talking about a whole lot of things around Nigerian basketball and what he's been doing to help basketball grow in the country. Join us again.
You see, life has just got easier. You stay connected to Channels TV, where news and innovations are shaping our world. Simply log on to channelstv.com to get the breaking news. Browse the homepage according to what matters to you. Tap on the extended coverage of business, sports, politics, lifestyle, infotech, entertainment, health, world news, and lots more. Click on the live link and see the news in real time. Do you want to watch the latest video of the day? It's just a click away. Friend us on Facebook, YouTube, follow us on Twitter, Google+, participate in Channels TV poll, and share your comments. It's a website you can talk to. Your voice will be heard. ChannelsTV.com. The news at your fingertips.
The fun starts right here on Metrofile.
The meeting point for who's who on the social scene. Exquisite events. Elegance. And a rich display of colors. Glamour at its height. On Metrofile, we bring that extra touch of class to your events, celebrating people and their achievements. You can only enjoy the non-stop action every Friday, 11 p.m. with a repeat broadcast on Saturday, 12 noon. Metrofile. Glitz and glamour.
All right, welcome back. Told you earlier we had Olumi